Have you ever reread a beloved book only to discover new layers of meaning you never noticed before? Or perhaps encountered a classic text that suddenly resonates with contemporary issues in surprising ways? It makes you wonder how timeless a story truly is. The answer is a resounding yes. Literary meaning can absolutely shift and evolve with changing cultural contexts. A text is not a static artifact. Its interpretation is a dynamic interplay between the work itself and the reader's world. This evolution enriches our understanding, allowing works to remain relevant across generations. At its core, this phenomenon stems from what literary theorists call reception theory. This idea posits that a text's meaning is not solely embedded by the author but is also actively constructed and reconstructed by its audience over time. As societies evolve, so do their values, ethical frameworks, scientific understandings, and historical experiences. These shifting perspectives act as powerful new lenses through which readers encounter and interpret the same words and narratives on the page, leading to a richer, more complex engagement. Consider how a story about social hierarchy in the 18th century, such as a Jane Austen novel, might have been read by its original audience, who lived within that strict class system. They might have focused on propriety and social climbing. A modern reader, however, views such structures through a very different, often critical, contemporary lens, perhaps emphasizing themes of gender inequality or economic disparity. The original authorial intent might have underscored conformity or duty, while a modern reading might highlight elements of oppression or individual resistance. Even language itself undergoes transformations. Words and phrases acquire new connotations or shed old ones, subtly but profoundly altering the textual landscape and its perceived implications. To actively engage with these fascinating shifts, you can adopt a few strategies. First, consciously consider the specific historical and cultural context in which a text was initially created. What were the prevailing social norms, scientific understandings, political climates, and dominant philosophical ideas of that era? Then, critically reflected on your own contemporary context. What are your society's current values, ethical concerns, and technological advancements, and how might they shape your personal interpretation? By consciously comparing these different perspectives, you can vividly illuminate the divergence and convergence in meaning. Furthermore, actively seek out and compare diverse critical interpretations from various historical periods and academic schools of thought to see how different scholars have grappled with these evolving textual meanings. This process ties into the concept of hermeneutics, which is the theory and methodology of interpretation, especially of biblical texts, wisdom literature, and philosophical texts. It highlights that interpretation is an ongoing dialogical process. Another valuable concept is the horizon of expectations, coined by literary scholar Hans Robert Jauss. This refers to the set of cultural, social, and literary expectations a reader brings to a text, which inevitably changes over time and thus alters how the work is received and understood. Embracing the dynamic nature of literary meaning allows us to move beyond a singular, fixed interpretation. It transforms reading into a vibrant conversation across centuries, offering profound insights not only into the texts themselves but also into the continuous evolution of human thought and culture. By recognizing these shifts, we gain a deeper appreciation for the enduring power of literature to reflect it and reshape our world.